Hi everybody. I had to come on and do a quick video, maybe. We'll see how long this takes. I have just come back from a beautiful day with Kate in the nest. Kate is the most giving, kind, talented, beautiful woman who has come to Melbourne to do the most amazing, fun, joyful, just collective women together stitching and chatting and talking about things that women should talk about, like menopause and fun things like going away and doing stuff and being with each other and just life. And Kate created this beautiful environment where everybody's welcome and you get to immerse yourself in her little world for a bit. And she is such a colourful woman, both personally and in her work, just shines through. So, and very, very generous, and shared so many beautiful things with everybody, and everybody brought things to share too, which was just lovely. So I wanted to show you a few of those things and show you the piece that I started working on. I only was able to do one day, wish I would have been able to do more, but I work. So I was able to go on Saturday and join in the fun. So I'll show you what I've got. That's Kate in the nest. So Kate, thank you so much, you beautiful woman. So underneath here is just what I've been starting to work on. I'll share that with you in a sec. Kate gave us a whole lot of her beautiful wools that she had, and I bought a whole heap more. So I think I bought those ones, and Kate gave us a whole heap, and they're just so soft, and she dyes a whole lot and she picks up a whole lot as well. So thank you, Kate. It's not colours that I use, I said, so I was really very, very happy to get some of your beautiful colours. Got that yellow in there. I'm going to have to use that on my work. So that was that. And then Kate had a whole lot of box of things that you could put. You could go and cut things up and put onto your pieces, and then at the end of the day said, oh, take some more if you'd like some more. So cut off little bits of her laces, because you know how much I love some lace. These beautiful things that were kind of hanging around left over. I think this is a bit of a dress or something. A couple of the yo-yos I'm going to be putting on here, so I've kept a couple of those. And one of the other ladies, Marita, brought, I can't believe, I don't know where you got these, Marita, a thing of buttons for all of us that has thread as well, moon glow buttons. Aren't they gorgeous? So those, lots of little bits of materials and doilies, and I had these sort of on the work and then changed my mind and put it back, and beautiful Kate said, take it. And I'm like, oh no, I don't want to take all of it. And then one lady was going to take some, and then she changed her mind, so I end up with the whole thing. So if anybody from the retreat wants some of these, please let me know. I feel terrible taking all of it. And then Michelle, and I'll link Michelle as well, beautiful Michelle McKillop, brought a sari, and we were all able to chop some bits up and grab a little bit. So isn't that great? Probably won't be on this one, but I'm going to maybe make a grotto using some of this as well. Stunning, stunning. And then Kate had found this beautiful tablecloth, had lots and lots of marks and holes and stuff in it, and on each corner there was a thistle. And I've got Celtic heritage, and I love a Scottish thistle, so I will use that in some of my work as well. This will go on my little thing too. And had this most amazing sari that Kate had, and I just wanted one, and Kate's like, no, I had the whole lot, I've got heaps. I'm like, no, I don't want to take it all, you're so generous, Kate. But I ended up with it. I don't know how I ended up with it. I think Kate shoved it into my bag. But I love it, and thank you so much. That's just beautiful. So these are the stunning things that I get to work with. And whilst we were there, I got to meet Zoe from, oh my gosh, just went out of my head, Green Door Studio. Zoe. Zoe is the most amazing cook, and just such a lovely friend to Kate as well. And I just feel honoured to have met her. And she had some of her beautiful packs there as well, so I couldn't help myself I had to buy colours that I don't normally have in my collection, which are the purples, purple's one of my favourite colours as well as red. But I find purple really hard to work with. So, and that light blue, beautiful dyed thing. So I got those as well. So let me show you the piece. So here is the piece that I started working on, and I don't know what I'm going to make with it. But I did start working on it, and I started pinning some things down, and it started with this beautiful Sanderson piece that you've seen Kate use before. And I thought, oh, when I saw it already cut up in there, I could not help myself but grab it. So that sort of was this started it. This piece here was white. And you know how amazing Kate is at using her gouache paints. I thought, let's start there, because, you know, I was being safe, because I like whites and creams and reds and, you know, these kinds of colours. And I started with the white, and then, as Kate says, flower to flower, I then found this and added that, and then I found this bark cloth and added that, and then I found this, and I thought, oh, I'm getting back into the safe zone of what I'm safe with and what I enjoy doing. So I thought, come on, Colette, stretch, stretch. Still in the safe zone, coming into a little bit of the peaches, coming right back to the safe zone. But these are not my colours, but I do believe that they pick up this and they pick up down here. Then I saw this amazing piece of fluorescent pink. So I'm going to put that on there, and I know it looks mishmashy at the moment, but I'm going to thread paint into it and do different colours that are more of the Kate inspired colours, which are this palette. So I'm going to bring this palette into some of these flowers and pick out some of those in a different way. So then, because I added this and that, and then these and the purple, see, I'm trying to be brave and using the purple. This middle blob isn't really matching over here yet, but it will. And I did the whole flower to flower that Kate talks about. So then when I came down here, the white no longer made sense. And this was in the background as the yellow, because I was starting safe, remember? It no longer made sense. So then Kate, with her beautiful encouragement and the gentle encouraging that she does, goes, why don't you have a go at the gouache? So I thought, okay, I've used the, you know, watercolour pencils that I've used before. I don't normally use the gouache pan. So I thought I'll give it a go. And then I got carried away. And I loved these colours, and I think it talks to it up the top, but not so much here. So I'm going to be able to pick out some of that and bring some of the pinks into there, some of the yellow into the middles, some of the greens into the sides as well, and some of the blues, I don't know. I'll have to think about the blue, but I think I can start to make it come together. And I loved doing this. So I started while we were there, because I was so busy talking to Sarah from Thread and Connect, who we've just sort of got this most amazing connection with. It's beautiful, and everybody there. And I met Michelle McKillop and got along really well with her too. And just the most beautiful women. So I started doing some French knots and some little random stitching, outlining around this one, some green. I thought, oh, you're still being really safe. So I'm thinking that I might, up here in the green, start to use some of these, start to come in here with some yellows so that I can pick out that and use some of those as well. So I have just had the most beautiful, beautiful time stretching myself, but really enjoying the moment. Now, what am I going to make with it? I don't know. It could be a pouch, because, you know, we love a pouch and we always need more of those. But there's two really distinct, that's where I'm keeping on going. There's two really distinct colours happening so far. So I can't make a decision about it until I start painting in there. It'll come to me. I'm sure it will come to me. And I'm thinking so far I'm liking that look, because I think they talk to each other. And then this is very, very dark. So once I start to lighten that up, and I'm not going to make myself think of doing anything in particular, something will come to me, even if it becomes a bag and I do 2 sides and make it a really big bag as well. So I thought that we could maybe do some stitching together. So let me get my needle and thread out and we can have a bit of a chat. Okay, so I've threaded up in the pink, which is this one, and we can have a chat. So have you got people around you who you can join up with and connect with, that you get to do some stitchy fun with? I've never had that, as I've said previously on this channel before, is I've never really had the people around me who are interested in the things that I'm interested in, doing this kind of slow stitch and chat. So to find this community, and the way it's kind of happened for me is I saw on my feed came Corinne from To Be Loved Treasures. That's how I first found out about other women who sit around at home doing this amazing slow stitching. And I didn't even know it was called slow stitching. I just thought it was hand stitching. And I've always done it as a bit of a mindfulness thing for myself. And when I saw that there's a community of women who do this through Corinne at To Be Loved Treasures. Hey, Corinne, you gorgeous thing. And then I went to, as you know, if you've been following for a while, I went to the retreat that Corinne put on in Hervey Bay this year, at the start of this year, sort of earlier in this year. And I met all of these other amazing women who do this and who are just open-hearted, gorgeous women. And from that, I met Rachel and the beautiful Sarah from Roxy's Creations. And then Vicky LaChick. And hi, Vicky, you gorgeous woman. And I met Margie. Hi, Margie. I know you watch as well. Margie. And, you know, all of these women who just do the same thing you do, who are genuine, salt of the earth, gorgeous people. And through that, through Rachel, then and Sarah, I have found out about Kate in the Nest. And wow, that's a whole other journey. And these women who are just so lovely. And Kate, you know, meeting you after all this time where I've watched you, and to meet you in the flesh, can I say exactly the same as what you see or hear, because she never shows her face, what you hear in the videos. That's Kate. That's who she is in person, like genuine. So to be able to then go and meet these people in the flesh, and even if you never get a chance to do it, to sit like we are right now and create together. And I hope you have a cup of tea or you know, a stronger drink if that's what you like, coffee or a nice drink to sit down and have your stitching out and just stitch along like we're sitting in the same room, because I think we just need this community of women to bolster each other up and companionship. So yeah, my cup feels, as you can probably hear in my voice, feels really full. I've had a really tough week. We had a young person that we have worked with take their life, and when I work in mental health, so it's a mental health school, as if you've been following along for a while. So let's not talk about that. But, you know, my work is serious and hard going sometimes, and, you know, my staff and our school is, you know, we see kids on their worst day, not on their best days, and our job is to bring them through that time and help them reconnect with learning. And it's fabulous and it's inspiring, but it's tiring, and it takes something from you, and that you're willing to give, of course. But sewing and sitting down and just, you know, creating something and listening to other women on YouTube who do it, I just find incredibly comforting. And then I've had the chance now to go and do this in person, you know, this weekend when I've had such a, you know, grueling week and really couple of months. And I think I've mentioned in some videos recently, feeling very restless and, yeah, not myself. Well, not myself, but finding it tricky. And like we all do, we all go through these times in our lives, and menopause is not my friend at the moment, and I don't sleep and all of those things without having a massive complaint. To have this community where you get to share that joy and just chat that you don't normally get can be, you know, and I think women were saying even at the workshops that, you know, when you get to this age, 50s and above, you become invisible. And there's good things about that, but there's also, where is your tribe? Where are your people who like what you like? And, you know, your kids are growing or grown up, and you've got space to want to create again. It's lovely to be able to find people who want to do that as well together. So I hope you have your people around you, and if you don't, welcome. I'm one of your people. You're very welcome here, and follow these other women who create and who are genuine salt of the earth ladies, because we need each other, girls and gentlemen, because gents are very welcome too. We need each other, and we need to do this creative process together, but also to be together. So have you got some stitching in? Are you stitching along? I hope you are. Share it with me if you are. I've been making quite a lot of other things, and I know I've been struggling with my posting at the moment because something's going on with I lost 2 videos. So the Roxy's Creations Journal of Stitchery, 2 of my videos have gone missing, and I don't know how that is the case. So sorry that I've had a bit of a lull because they didn't upload, and now I can't get to them. They're saying that they are not corrupt, but they're saying that they no longer exist, or there's something wrong with them. So now they won't even upload. So, and even though I've taken them down and put them back up, they're not uploading. So I'm hoping that I can either fix that, or I'm just going to have to go again and catch up on the Roxy's Journal of Stitchery. I think I'm about like four behind, because I did 2 and then 2. So that's 4 that are missing, and there's another one coming this week end. So that's annoying. So if you wondered where I've been, I've been wrangling my computer. I don't know why. So this has just come along, and I've got another pouch on the go, and now I've got this pouch, and the other pouch is pink, and then this one's got some pinks in it as well. So, but I'm going to try and move into some of those bright colours and maybe some neons. So I went, and you'll see on, I think this Thursday, or maybe it's next Thursday, I can't remember, I uploaded a bit of a Thrifty Thursday, and I've got another one coming. So I can't remember which one it is that it's coming up in, but I found some neon-y kind of threads at my local thrift store as well. So I can start to add them in there, and it'll just be a reminder of my time with Kate and with the other beautiful ladies. So, and Kate, I just saw your video sharing the little treasure box that I gave you, and you made me cry, mate. Like, I was really touched by your beautiful words and how much it meant to you. And yeah, thank you. Wowee. So if you've come over from Kate, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. And I just feel, yeah, my cup is full and ready for Sunday now, ready for tomorrow, Monday, where I've got lots of face at work. I feel like I can go in knowing I'm good. I've got some enjoyment behind me. So all I've been doing is, whilst I've been talking your ear off, is just going over it in some of the purple. Just not running stitch, just overcast stitch. I'll show you going over. Now these catch, and I don't know why. I think it's just because it's wool, but I don't mind the sound. It doesn't hurt to pull it through either. It's just makes a interesting noise. I'm used to DMC. I don't normally use wool, and I got that in a big knot. So I don't know why. I have noticed that Kate uses shorter pieces of wool. Oh, ow, why can't I get through there? That must be a hell of a join. Okay, we'll just bypass you. Yeah, uses shorter pieces of wool, and I'm just, lazy because I don't like threading up. So I've been using longer, and I think I can see why, Kate, because the fibres tend to bunch up and you end up having to yank it through. So that was a little bit of stitching and a little bit of sharing about that time, and I would love to hear in the comments, do you have people, or are there people that you watch on YouTube that you could share with me that maybe I would like to watch as well, who do this beautiful creation of slow stitching, but also share themselves, share a bit of their thoughts whilst they do it. Are you working on something that's stretching you a little bit, or that's giving you joy? Would you like to see me make some button flowers? Would you like to see me make some beaded crowns? Something a bit different to stretch us, where we can slow stitch it and put some beads on it and some buttons. Oh, tricky. So I think it's giving a bit of depth, adding to it. So I'll keep going up to there, I think. And then over the next few weeks, months, I will keep going. And I'll come back and I'll show you bits of it as I go, if you're interested. But thank you to Kate for a beautiful weekend, and to all the beautiful ladies who were there, who shared themselves, and just the chats that we have, and the laughter and the raucous silliness. I really appreciate it. And at the end of this video, if I can get up the courage, I might put some photos of me with Fleur and with Sarah from Thread and Connect and Michelle McKillop. If I can get up the courage to do that. I don't always show my face. Yeah, so we'll see. But thank you so much for joining me, and it's such a pleasure. And I hope you get some stitching in and have a lovely, lovely week. All right, you take care of yourselves now. Bye.